Welcome back to Popes and Pylons. Let's play some more... I was about to say Europa Universalis, but it's not it, of course. We're playing Roguebook. We are on the second act of our first on-video try. I've put EU4 aside for a moment, not forever, of course. And I'm definitely interested in playing more EU at some point. And or some other strategy games until EU does something that interests me again. But for now we're playing some Roguebook. If you're not familiar with the game, I absolutely suggest that you start with episode number 1, because I try to explain a lot of the mechanics and I won't have the time to explain them all again. We're still tutorializing here. I'm still gonna try to be as explaining a lot. Very tutorially, I don't know. But maybe we can do this one without hitting the 1 hour mark. Maybe. We'll see. So it's Act 2. We have a deck. That is... well, what is this? You have a few heavy hitting cards like Slam, Fire Breath, and I feel like there's one more. There is Flatten. Yes, Flatten. And even 1,000 cuts here. Pretty heavy hitting. And then we have a bunch of supporty things. We have a Farrier Flute to conserve energy between turns as an important relic here. And some ways to gain energy, play extra cards. We do gain extra energy when swapping characters a lot, but we don't do that a ton. And we have the Exotic Pet, which triggers whenever we play a card. So we kind of want to play a lot of cards, which doesn't go great with the heavy hitting cards theme. Let's see where we go from there. 2 gems here that I don't really know where to put them yet. The melee one, which makes a attack or a card cheaper if you're up front. And the Gem of Breaking, which we took because we didn't want the other option, which removes all block when you hit somebody with that card. I suppose I could just put the Gem of Breaking to something relatively innocent. Like, I don't know, maybe a Lunge, which tends to be something we open fights with. Yeah, let's put that in the Lunge. And then often it won't do anything, but sometimes it will be useful. And it's unlikely that I put more gems into Lunge anyway. Alright. We don't have tons of money. We spent most of our money, but I'm still going to quickly check the shop before we go fighting to see what we're working towards. Cobalt Fetish would be interesting to buy early because we get 10 gold whenever we kill with that hero. It's not like huge, but it's neat. You need to kill 20 enemies with that hero to make the money back. It's not very much a floor 1 or a map 1 sort of item, I suppose. And the rest is kind of meh here. Another Exotic Pet could be funny. Shoot 'em up. Attack all enemies for 20. Whenever you defeat an elite or boss battle, this card permanently gets +5 attack. We're on floor 2, so we missed out on 3 of these buffs. We could still get, what, 5 buffs here before the final boss. So another +15 would be decent. Could put the melee card on it. Would be okay. It's not like nutty. 1,000 cuts again. Rally. Gain 1 energy for each ally you control. I'm not super in love with most of these things. Maybe the shoot 'em up. Probably not. Might just not buy anything this map and then buy a lot on the next one, where you have very good choices usually. Let's do the first battle before we draft any more cards. I think we're powerful enough. We beat that boss very easily. Should not be a thing to beat a normal fight here. Anything special? Backliner stealth, and you're trying to debuff me, otherwise we're pretty normal. Dragon Spirit starting to generate a ton of courage. It's just that courage still isn't great. But what can you do? I don't have a way to get Sharra up front yet. Let's draw a card and see if we can fix that. We cannot. Well, we're gonna definitely drop the pet. This is 18, 24. 24 is easily blocked, I think. Right? Yep. And start doing damage. I think to number 2 here. Also does damage to number 1. Actually, we could have killed number 1. I should probably have done that. It's not highly relevant. I guess now I don't. Just run this. Run the thing too. Have some money, mana spare, which you can keep for next turn because of the Farrier Flute, which is fine. The reason I was okay with keeping the first one alive is two things. For one, we have this exotic pet that might kill them, but also we have Fire Breath, which is just gonna murder everybody, which I do like. Now our Sorocco here is on fire, not the good way. An extinguisher is in fact required. Whenever we swap heroes, this is reduced by 2. Which we can do a bit of, I suppose. Let's just start by nuking a bunch of folks, right? Seems promising. We might just kill everybody here, which I'm not, and we will, in fact, very much do that. It's gonna flatten you. Oh, one off. Well, let's 1000 cut you. Easy as pie. Victory. We're playing without any of the difficulty modifiers here just because I'm trying to showcase the game on the first run. Afterwards I will go, well, at least I'm planning to go heavy on the difficulty modifiers again. By the way, there's an item over here, the Jalmir's Tablet. Alchemists are revealed on the map and are free. I really want that. I mean, I also want the Tiki Totem, which gives power when you play allies, but I really want that one. So I'm very interested in making my way east as fast as possible. Slightly annoying that we have no inventory space here. So I was tempted to just do this normal battle and then go up 4 and then maybe 3 and get this thing, something. But if I do a normal battle here and we get another ink, we won't be able to keep it, and we'll have to discard a thing. We could discard the Radiant Heart, it's not the most important thing. Don't think there's... Well, actually, could do the same thing from here, right? If I'm using 2 inks anyway, a 4 and a 3, there's no gain in doing 4 and 3 as opposed to 4 and 3. Yeah. Okay. Let's go 4. Find nothing, of course, as we do. 3. Pop the tower with a minimum amount of wasted reveals. Oh, this fool stole one of my items. Let's see what it was. Stole my Urn of Gabriel. I would like that back. All, quote-unquote, we have to do to get it back is to find him again. Unfortunately, he found a pretty good space to be in, so we're not going to have the easiest of times there. Let's go do this normal battle, free up the ink, the item, see where those alchemists are, what they reveal. That just seems good to do. Bunch of yaks and a turtle. The turtle, once we hit it once a turn, it goes into hiding, gets extra 20 block, which may or may not be relevant here. Draw a card. This is not a slam turn, unfortunately, but we could go 1000 cuts and flatten. 1000 cuts is such overkill. But we are fully blocked if I kill that yak, right? So there's very little that tells me not to flatten this person. And just 1000 cuts that one. Take no damage. Be on fire because you didn't play in it. Why do you have 2 power? They didn't attack last turn. Oh, so we always have 2 power in the start of combat because they didn't attack last turn. That's funky, I suppose. Lots of damage incoming here. Let's see whether we can mitigate that and or kill everybody. Do like me a killing of everybody. 4 energy, which is not quite enough for all of this, but Buckle Up will reduce a card. If I go exotic pick Buckle Up, we do the damage from Buckle Up, then we make a card free. It's either guard or horseman. I think this works, question mark. I will not be able to play 1 card. And I will have 15, 19 block. Plus potentially these 8. And that's actually not the greatest. How much damage do I get to do to the... not a lot either. I'm not a fan of this. I might just go parry first. See what we draw. A strike. It's not the most powerful thing in the world here. I'm just gonna not play the exotic pet, I think. I might have been able to kill the yak if I did, though. Can I still? Play the pet, I play the horse master. I swap and then I play guard. That does not do enough damage. It's only 10. Oh, it's only front enemy anyway. No, I'm not going to do that at all. I'm just going to buckle up here. I might have wanted to play something else. Definitely horse mastering. And now what? Exotic pet means I take a whole chunk of damage. Attacking for 7 doesn't do much at all. But guarding means I only take 9. I suppose even less because I get to have Sorocco up front. Ah, this was a mistake. Could have done more damage there by hitting the yak. Because then the Horsemaster would have done full damage to the turtle rather than no damage. Which seems kind of better. Alright, Fire Breath is nice here though. And we have Lunge to remove their block again. That's excellent. Alright. Do this. Then Lunge. Oh, interesting. It does the damage first. I did think that that would be how that works. Kind of sad that it is how that works. So what I would have hoped there is that the block gets removed, then you do damage. That turns out not to be the case. Phalanx just does more than teamwork here. Almost fully blocks me. But I took more damage here than I like. Not a lot. 8 damage is fine. But he says almost not getting a kill. Do I have a kill? I might not have a kill here. I think I don't have a kill. But I do have enough block. And next time we have guaranteed lethal. With our allies alone. Or, you know, with a flat. Bam. Well, the turtle had a good defense against what I'm doing here. Noble ink and a pile of gold. And the tablet. Which not only reveals alchemists here. There's one there. And one there. But also does so on all other maps. Well, the next map. There's only one more map. If I noble ink my way here, I get to then brush. Be kinda okay. We have to go up there anyway. I could run this first, but that means I want to do this first. And that probably means I want to do a fight first. Okay. See, there's a lot of dependencies in this world map play. I don't actually know how much I love it, but it certainly does require some thinking. Yeah, I very much regret putting this gem on the lunge now. Should have been a very low damage card. I don't know what card would be, but the one that does high damage is not a great combination with afterwards then removing block. Is there any reason to do anything else here other than Fire Breath and say Strike? I think there is. You're gonna attack, you're gonna summon more enemies, but, you know, throw a yak at me. Who throws yaks at people? Come on. 6 energy is a lot. Definitely want to get this pet down. And probably defend for some damage on that thing. Teamwork my way up front. Taking 18, 27. Suppose we do take a damage here. Do I strike? Get to strike. Almost got lethal on that yak if we play a single card. Well, you have block now. So maybe not. I was about to say if we play a single card on Sorocco, then we get to the other damage. It's interesting that these cards are cast by neither of my... I was about to say minions. Neither of my characters here. Alright, slam is gonna be a thing, I think. Yeah, we're gonna slam. Question is, do we flatten Horsemaster, Dragon Spirit, slam? That sounds kind of fine. Well, but 1000 cuts is more damage than flatten, isn't it? So if I go Horsemaster, swap a Rhino, Dragon Spirit, cut a lot, and then slam the front fudger. The yak is dead, but we actually do take some damage on Sharra there. Don't know that I played this perfectly. Because my poor Sharra does not have a million HP anymore. Not quite. So, Chaos Grace. Yeah, this is... The remove all block part is just so useless here. But hey. Cast that thing, kill the backliner, and then the front is going to run anyway. Okay. Not too bad. But I don't feel like ultra powerful. Okay, that's a 5-space ink. Is a 5-space ink enough to get to that tower easily? 4-space ink actually is. Was it before? And 5-space could do it like this, but 4-space does it too. Well, I guess we just 4-space our way into this tower, right? Oh, did I not see that before? Or maybe I had some other plan that I forgot about, as I do. Alright, another Ferrier well, that's excellent. +1 energy every turn now. Common ink. Try to remember that it's there, but not pick it up yet, just in case we need the inventory space. And I think I do go to the Alchemist, unless I want to buy that item. What was it? Money? Nah, I don't think. I think it's too late to buy that. Let's go check out the Alchemist. Oh, they're free anyway. Right, thanks to our item. So what we get to do here is we get to remove one of our cards. Well, exchange it for a random other card of that character's with a gem in it that we get to choose. The question to me is, cards that are on the list are Strike by Sorocco and a Sharra Defend. I guess I go with the Strike. Because the question is not only what we want to get rid of, but also what class card we want to get. But these Sorocco Strikes are just so bad. So now we get to pick one of these top cards and then put one of these bottom gems in there. So Shield Bash, attack for 8 if you have at least 10 block, attack for 16 instead. That could be a pretty big hit with how we've been running so far. Spyglass is actually kind of funny with our big attacks. It's not great with the small damage stuff, but it's pretty cool. Otherwise, it doesn't go with these cards too well though. Pierce through for half damage doesn't do anything on Spyglass. Draw a card, discard, gain for block, So it's either Sucker Punch or Shield Bash. Shield Bash does the same damage that Sucker Punch. They have a different condition, but Shield Bash is also kind of useful if Sorocco is not in front, which Sucker Punch is not at all. But then Sucker Punch has 2 gem slots. Kind of a lot. So I could put that Jack Jewel in there for the piercing damage. Yeah, I'm not hating it. Shiny indeed. Alright. Now what? We definitely want to go down there to get the alchemist and this extra fight. Unfortunately, I can't go here to get it. Oh wait, I can, because that's a farrier well, not a blocker. So I can go here, can go royal ink like this. Yeah, it's pretty good. And then I get to reveal 13 spaces. And grab another one of these alchemists. Question is it now defended by Sharra? Or is it just the other Sorocco strike? They're just so bad. Let's not play these things. Stand behind me for just a bunch of block. Teamwork for cheaper block. Or clash for an attack and some block. Yeah, I could use a red diamond to turn, say, stand behind me into a pretty big attack. The other two gems are pretty lame. How much do I care about it? 2 mana, 32 damage, attack to the front thing. It's not the end of the world. What if I could instead have 20 damage to the front thing for 1 mana? We haven't really found any card drop yet, so mana isn't the biggest issue. Kind of tempted by stand behind me red diamond. Let's try that. I've never done that before. Nice one. Nice one, he says. I mean, he must know. Let's go fight. He must know. Why must he know? No, we know. So this is one of the toughest normal finds I know. If we kill one of these, the other one is going to get 10 extra power. And they do love their double attacks. It's Grace. We're going to take a chunking here no matter what we do. That's 28 damage. And I have no block in hand. I might just not play... How good is this exotic pet? I really don't want Sharra in front. I could play Sucker Punch, 1000 cards, and maybe Strike without putting Sharra in front. Unless we get a kill by putting you in front. Let's see. Try to do them. Oh, we don't want to get a kill. Forgot. Already. I just talked about it and I forgot. So the real question is 1000 cards more damage than Exotic Pet is going to do in this fight? You do, what did I say, 27 damage. So you need to be triggered, what? 5, 6 times to be better. I can probably trigger you 6 times. I'll put you down. And I'm gonna Sucker Punch. Oh, gotta be a bit careful here. I'm still gonna do it. I mean, I like the AoE damage, it's just I have to be careful that I don't accidentally kill the frontliner with my pet. I think I do a Sharra strike here. And then I take my legs. Ouch. Got an aura of weakness here as well. Less damage from the frontal position. That's the Grace. Ooh, Fire Breath's nice. Would be nice if you were in the back, which can be arranged. Do I want to buckle up? I do. I do. Let's buckle up. Then I think we defend Sharra. We don't. Yeah. Could have done it the other way around. But it's fine. We do the AoE from the back. Because then we don't get hurt. Play the Horsemaster. I think I do swap back and play guard. doing the extra damage to the front line. It's scary now. We have to be very, very careful. Very close to killing. And then the backliner will hurt us for a ton, which is what matters. Don't mind running Grace here. We could kill the backline here, that would actually be quite nice. Could swap you into the back with a Horsemaster. Oof, that damage goes to the frontliner only. I'm gonna swap you to the back, which gives us an extra energy from the having swapped 3 times in a row. Well, 3 times. But I don't think that will be enough. Well, I can actually slam here. But slam is not quite lethal. It's so close. But it's not quite lethal. That means we don't want to slam. Just gonna go back up front. 16, we're fully blocked. I can slam you. Yeah, this seems fine. Almost kill both of them. And then next time we can just pop them. I assume. One would assume. Not for these cards, we don't. Sucker Punch helps. A lot. Pop. And then you're already dead. But we might as well kill you properly. There you go. Okay. Tough fight, but we did it quite well, I think. Precision Ink. It's not really what we need up here, at least not on its own. It's also not really what we need there. Oh, we can hit the Rune of Sight now, I forgot. Let's do that. We also have another normal ink here to get stuff done. I mean, yeah, that did reveal a thing we can use, so let's. But yeah, it's a pretty great reveal, honestly. I was about to complain, but I really shouldn't. I can complain about this. Do I have an ally? The Horsemaster could have an extra spirit. It's not great. The Raw Ruby. What would the 3 extra damage? Could put it on the Fire Breath. It's not the hugest upgrade, but it's not bad. Yeah, I think that's probably what we'll do in the end. Don't need to do it right now, I don't think. Now, is the 3 ink great anywhere? It's okay here. We go 1 to 3, and then we get what? 3 reveals and another. Not a bunch. Yeah, let's do that, get our item back. Like there. Dup, 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 dup. Like this. That does work, yes. Found nothing, but we now get to do a nice 12 reveal here for, well, at least a pile of gold. Then we get our thing back, and we also get something else. We get the prayer beats whenever we enter our turn with no cards in hand. The leading hero gains 1 courage. That actually happens a decent amount with this deck, as we have been playing it at least. So that's neato. Okay, there's that one battle I can't get to yet, and the extra item. Should be easy enough. Obviously, I would love to do more reveals so that we can get even more stuff. But I think we should be able to get all the stuff that was revealed right now. This is a slam turn, I think. Like a good slam turn. Let's start with a Sucker Punch because Sorocco might not end the turn up front. When I picked Sucker Punch, I didn't realize it was always targeting the front enemy. Makes some sort of sense, but oh, buckle up. Not sure how much I like that. I mean, I guess we want the defense. So sure. Oh, it puts you in the back. Should have struck first, maybe. Struck first. Not sure it matters. Let's punch a bunch. Now you get the extra power. No, you lose it because I'm confused about how the extra power thing works. It seems so straightforward, but no. Okay, I kind of like to get the front evoker dead before we cast Stand Behind Me. Because 32 damage is a bit of a waste on that person. Let's draw a card. You don't quite have the damage, is the thing. Like 1 point of damage to do a killing blow on you. I don't know that playing any cards does anything there. Missing anything here? I don't think I am. No. No. I'm gonna actually have to stand behind me the front evoker. Sad as it is, so that we don't waste even more damage. And then we're getting hit for 18, which I guess requires something like this. Oh, that's perfect. I assumed we had an ally out, which we actually don't. But it ended up being fine anyway. Chaos Grace, sure. Grace again. Those cards are good until they, well, to the day they won't be anymore. But that day is not today. If I got you to the front, which I can do, this would be 12 3 times. So 36 is pretty good. Which, together with the swappy guy, does perfectly kill you, because you're going to be down to 4. Okay, Horse Master. Swap that Rhino. 36. And now we enter and they're dead. So now all we need to do is to defend. Well, or to flatten the back. Oh, I can't flatten the backliner. Right. I could probably have played this in a way where we got a trigger out of the exotic pet. And then Flatten could have just killed the backliner. I didn't though. Why did I take 5 damage? Oh, because of the fire. Oh, now we take no damage. If I flatten here, what happens? I suppose it'll be fine. Sure, it's a big waste of damage, but we still do damage to the backline. And it's not like we need to bring all that mana to the next turn. So that'll be okay. Turns out it never mattered. At all, but stand behind me. Stand behind me. Oh, it turns into a stand behind me because the front is dangerous. I see. More precisioning. That's a lot of precision we just got. How about a brush around here? 11 is pretty good, and then we're only 1 precision ink from taking that fight. More common ink too. Did I pick up the common ink over here? I did. Okay. I think it's gonna be a very fruitful map. Does feel like it should be. Okay, these folks are funny. They have a ton of HP, but whenever I play a card, they take 6 damage each. So things like this Gaia's Cradle thing here, Gaia's Grace, do a lot of stuff. Now I can probably do Exotic Pet, Fire Breath. I'm actually going to cast the Teamwork now, without combo bonus. I don't need to. Don't need to cast it at all. It does 12 damage, essentially. Plus, I'm going to do it. It does a lot of damage. We're going to defend our way up, and then Dragon Spirit. Trigger even more of that, get more energy next turn. I'd really like some card draw with all the energy we have. Or some more heavy hitters. Now, Stand Behind Me is going to move Braum here to the front when needed. Start by attacking you 14 3 times. Ouch, one might say. Let's parry. Lunge. I think I lunged the back. I think we just medic everybody here. I go Horse Master. I'll even swap. So the stand behind me does extra damage and even kills. Who needed a slam anyway? Okay, we're starting to do stuff. And all that extra energy we have makes me kind of hope that maybe the final boss fight is not going to be too terrible. More precisioning. Wow, we're so precise. So very precise. Now going there, I think I still want the 3-point ink. Yeah, and then we have all the things we know about. And we only have other things left. Now, if you have the difficulty modifiers, they don't just make things difficult, they also change things, and part of that is often that it reveals different things on the map. So then you have more targets to go for, which makes it harder to just grab them all, and you have to prioritize a bit more. I did click on that, didn't I? Give me my Tiki Totem. Whenever this hero plays an ally, gain 1 power. I put it on Sharra. We have 1 ally on each. But Sharra requires power more. Let's do Sharra. And then what? Probably just want to dig ourselves into spaces that we can then use to brush from maximum value. Down here actually looks quite promising because there's a lot of space without impossible terrain in the way. So if I were to go like that, do I go 1 over or just 1 down? Maybe just 1 down. What does this do? 14. We're wasting 3 in the top and 1 to the side. If I were to go 1 more down, we're wasting 1 more straight up top. No, that's not true. Same amount. We waste 1 less on the left and 1 less on the right, but 1 more on the bottom. I think we're gaining. So this is 14. I think the next one is 15. Yeah. Pretty good. A gem. Ooh, another Clash Stone. I haven't even used my first one, but I really should be using these. Grab Clash Stone. We have a lot of vaults to open, if that's what we desire, which it probably is. I mean, we're certainly going to open them all. Might not take all the cards, but opening all the vaults seems decent. I'm having a tough time fighting. Maybe here. Now, these just give brushes. I might just do this 13 as it is. And then try to use that precision ink on other things. Grab the event. Pay 100 gold, remove a card. Yeah, I accept the sentence. Don't know what I'm removing yet, but certainly want to remove something. A defend comes to mind. Or Sharra strike. It's not very good. Yeah, it's not how we do damage, right? Keep saying putting power on Sharra is good, and then she has no cards left. It's kind of funky. But yeah, this strike doesn't really do anything. Get rid of that. 100 gold is not nothing. But I do generally like removing cards in these kinds of games, even if this one has some sort of bonus for having extra cards. What is it? 18 next? I think I'm going to do some of the card drafts. Yeah, the shop wasn't very interesting, was it? Let's draft some cards. Flex does not seem necessarily like what we want to do. I believe this counts when it's in your deck. So you play a bunch of cards and then at some point it's going to be free. But it doesn't seem great at all. Thing is, this is not great for me. I think I'm going to skip here. If anything, it's the Colossus. And I think that's not very good. I mean, it's an ally that does 12 damage every turn. But that's going to be all that it is. going to be hard to cast. I'm not going to take it. It's arguable. Certainly don't need it for any of these trash fights, but maybe it would have been good for the final boss. There it is again. But I think I'd rather have one of these. And I suppose Phalanx is just better. Only gets the 1 gem rather than the 2. But it's almost always going to be 11 block for us and just 1 mana. Or the other is situational. And I want to pick one more card so we can trigger our next level up. This doesn't do much. Oh my, none of these do anything. I want a Blade Barrier. We don't have a lot of cards on her anymore, so the Hunting Cloak might actually trigger. The Tiki Totem will trigger. It's not great. But in order to get this, maybe it's fine. Strongman. Each turn, the first time you play a card that costs 2 or more, gain 1 energy. Okay, it's not too bad. Never Sharra takes damage, it gains 2 stacks of courage. Not really what I'm looking for. We start each battle with a Storyteller. A 2 spirit ally that activates to draw a card, so we can use it twice to draw a card each. I wanted card draw, and I got it. It's not tons of card draw, but it's consistent and it's free. And I do like both of those things. And let's go fight an elite. It's about time too. Man, if I want to get these down, I mean, assuming we do more of these runs, which is still not guaranteed, I want to get these down to a single episode. I'm going to have to play so much faster. It's not even funny. Okay, what do we do here? Probably parry. And then we maybe do something with a Blade Barrier. I think I draw a card. Ooh, Sucker Punch, you say? Yeah, I do probably want to cast that. Even though I don't know how I'm going to kill the rest out of that guy. Maybe parry will tell me. And it does. Run the pet. Wait. You just gained power from playing this pet, didn't you? But it's a Sorocco pet. Why did you gain power? What did I miss? Weird. Don't think I should have gotten that power there. So we run this, we get some extra block, and we kill the frontliner. And then when we defend, we also kill the other frontliner. Or you just go Phalanx and flatten, just the same thing. But we have a lot of Sorocco cards in the deck, so we maybe cast more of those. Or something. I don't know who's better up front here. That's Strength. And yeah, draw another card. Let's buckle up again. Well, let's buckle up, I suppose. Make something free. The lunge is free. Breathe some fire. I will need to do one more block round, right? So let's guard. Let's lunge. And master them horses. Pretty good turn if I do say so myself. And I do. You attend to summon more enemies, which means you're not attacking me. Which probably means I'm gonna chunk you for a bunch, quite frankly. Oof. Oh, this is not even gonna be fair, is it? Chunk, 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 chunk. Swap. Stand behind me. Get slammed. They call those elites. What a joke. Again, we're playing on the first level of difficulty here. It's not like I'm playing this god tier style. I'm just Playing it okay style. I think Sucker Punch can get a melee gem because it can only be played from front anyway, so it's always going to be free. That sounds good to me, except for the final boss, it's going to cost 1, which is also good. A lot better than 2. I have a damage ruby and a diamond. But we have another revealy thing, so maybe let's pop that first. Where do we want it? I don't think up here is very good because there's so much dead space. This seems more interesting. But if I went 2 into here, that seems kind of fine, right? Sure, I could spend the whole day finding the best spot. But then you'd all run away bored. And I'd fall asleep because it's kind of late already. 14 is fine. I'm not. Oh, another Farrier. Well, this was an excellent reveal. Now we gain 2 energy on our first turn and +1 every other turn. We get to reveal a bit more too. Which is a good chance of being adjacent. And it is. Because we already revealed so much stuff. And then I'm just going to visit this shop so I don't have to come back. By shop I mean drafty thing. Thing is, I could just pick a flatten. It's not a great card or anything, but we have so much energy and not so much card draw, so cards that are expensive and do a lot seem kind of fine. And surely flatten is better than cross strike in almost all situations. I was saying flatten, sure. What do we have to look at here? We had 19 cards, 22 gives me another one. I probably want to hit this 22 and then not anymore. And since it's only floor 2, then... Is it Spyglass time? So we're pretty limited now to just big hits. I believe these are actually only hits. That I do, not like pet hits. And if that's true, then this is worth essentially 2 big cards, which is quite a chunk. Now, let's see if deal damage doesn't say hit. I don't think this hits. So maybe? Might want to have more Sharra cards, in which case Lacerate. But Lacerate is just not very strong. It's okay. Take a Spyglass. See how that feels. Never played with that. I'm taking a lot of cards this time that I haven't played with, but I guess playing on a low difficulty setting makes that reasonable. So I can learn about the cards without too much risk. Except for the fact that you guys all see me do stuff. Oh, there's the fish. Keep forgetting what they do. I know they're powerful, but I forget what they do. Straw card. Probably almost always want to click that button if I have the ability. Okay, no point in having Sorocco up front here. Let's go with the Horse Master and the swap. Suppose the Dragon Spirit on the cuts. It's okay damage. The flatten. And the slam. You know, not too bad for turn 1. Now here's that Spyglass. We have 7 energy, so it's probably good. I can double up on the Fire Breath and the Stand Behind. Assuming that this crits. Let's draw a card first. Yeah, I'm gonna buckle up. It's not gonna... Shouldn't hurt. As it hits Phalanx. Or Lunge, I suppose. It did hit Lunge. Yeah, we'll Lunge. What's this thing again? Aura of Confusion. Oh, take damage when you just play a card. I see, I see. Should have seen that, didn't. But it'll be fine because we lunge in. And then we Spyglass. And we Fire Breath for 30. So Spyglass already did 15 damage. And then we stand behind me for 64 damage. That was a good Spyglass. Can't tell you that wasn't a good Spyglass. And then I'm gonna Horsemaster back so that I can Phalanx up front and not take damage for casting there. And then we're gonna take, what, 2 damage? Acceptable. And then certainly gonna find some way to kill here. Is this gonna hurt me? No, because it's not a hero casting here. I mean, I guess I just... What's this do again? Takes 8 damage. Let's just Sucker Punch the bastard and be done. Here we go. Brush, money, pages, and an Ogre Toe. Whenever the Ogre Toe will place a card that costs 2 or more, deal 5 damage to all enemies. Well, that's a Sorocco card. I don't think I've ever leaned this heavily on Sorocco in any run. It's kind of fun. I keep saying these things. I haven't done a million runs. Done like 4 or so before starting this one with you. This is not exactly my favorite part, because I hate leaving things unoptimized, but it's so much time spent to find the right optimized place. And then to walk there, because for some reason walking isn't instant. There's no setting for speed up. Oh, I only have 1 precision ink. I thought I had more than that. That makes this choice kinda... whatever. This is certainly not optimal, but I'm kinda done thinking. Alright. Check out the cards. I don't think I wanted to buy anything in the shop, did I? No. Bold Bargainer. I don't know, I have energy. What I don't have is cards. Blade Dance is very, very cute. Just that we don't swap a million times. But it's a good card. Because it keeps stacking up when it's in your deck. And then at some point it just does a lot of damage. Gotta pick it. I'm not sure we are swappy enough to actually make it great. Should make it okay though. Spyglass did well. Do I want another Spyglass? Normally I'd be tempted by Think Twice for the free swapping, but for the final boss that's just gonna be bad. Because it's gonna cost mana. I could just take another Impact. Let's go with the Spyglasses. Why not? All future cards gained have 2 gem sockets. Kinda late. Start each battle with 4 daggers. It's not bad. I like the hidden blades. First hit of the battle inflicts bleed equal to half the damage dealt. That can be extremely powerful if we use it right. I'm gonna take the rending blow. Hopefully remember to make use of it. What else do we have? There's another healing thing up there. See, there's really no need to make me walk around like this. Sure, you could say that I should have just picked these things up when I was there, but that would have been inefficient. I don't like inefficient. I like when games give me ways to optimize, but I hate when they make ways to optimize tedious. Okay, did I want any of these? I don't think I want the Cobalt Fetish anymore. The Glass Arrow isn't, no. Even with the new thing we picked up, no. Yakite is okay. Each hit inflicts 2 bleed. If anything, that would be good on the Sharra card. 1000 Cuts, which already has a gem in it. So, probably not. Each one Sharra deals damage, deals the same amount of damage. Yeah, this is just not... It can be very fun. It's fun with Blade... the thing we just picked up, Blade Dance, but it's not crazy. No, I don't think I'm picking up anything here. Unless we want to go with the second exotic pet, to just go ham on that. It's kind of funny, but it's again also not very good for the final boss. Could get a raw... Oh, I already have a raw ruby. Do I want to put a raw ruby into the thingy-mob card? Where is it? Blade barrier. Suppose I do. Doubles the space efficiency, that's not bad. Then I think I'll make this 2-socket spyglass melee. And the block thing... Could put that into Dragon Spirit actually. Because that makes Dragon Spirit move forward. Because now it has block. It's kind of nice. So we're not going to pick up any of these now. Just going to keep the money. We'll check once more that we didn't leave anything, but we didn't. Go fight the boss. And if I'm quick, I might actually do it in an hour here. What else do we have here? This one. I think it will spit out Maginata here. We kill it, or we hurt it, or something. And then summons other things until we kill actual Marinata. Power increase, 5 block, 5 power. It keeps buffing things. So you have to kill things quickly, which is kind of what we're here for anyway. So what is it? The first hit each battle does bleed, right? Yeah. I wouldn't mind that being the slam. Let's draw a card. Draw another card. Definitely get the horse master down, the master of the horse. Then goes spyglass. And I don't need to guard. Kinda want to lunge, but I don't want to lunge now, so I guess we just slam. I can guard for free. Does that do anything? I don't know that it does, but it is free, so it's free because it makes the slam one cheaper. So we're gonna get a huge slam here, and we're gonna get a whole bunch of bleed. Half that amount. And then we get to lunge, and then you might already be dead. Here you are. I don't know if that still pops out the god. We'll see. It does. So obviously that bleed is kind of wasted now, but I wasn't... Never gonna kill the guy without doing a hit, so that's fine. Didn't find the pet yet. Let's try to activate that storyteller again. Still no pet. Okay, any of these do anything funky? Not really. They do a lot of swapping. Well, not a lot of swapping. I have one swap forward with stand behind me. Which I suppose I can just do. For a chunky hit. And then I can use Dragon Spirit to swap back. And then I can cut 1,000 times. I can breathe fire. Blade barrier. Swap around again, so take no damage. And do a blade dance for a measly 13. Well, that's gonna be more next time we draw it. And this is the thing we actually need to kill Marinata, and I think she's next turn she's gonna jump into this turtle. If we don't kill her. Let's draw a card. Let's get that pet down. Let's... Did you get hit? I don't know. Spyglass here, I think. And I suppose we will Sucker Punch because it's free. Does do some damage to the back line. And we're gonna parry our way up. And then we flat and crit you there, but we might as well swap you back. Ah, it doesn't do anything. I didn't need to do that. Buckle up. Wait, you could block again? First time damage is taken each turn, gain 20 block. We reduced all the block. You got it back. Why? I don't know. We're gonna chunk that a lot. The problem is she's now gonna get herself into the turtle. And then we can't kill her. I know we have to kill this stupid turtle. Alright, any reasons to do any forward, backwards things? I don't think so. I think we just want to chunk here. Wait, you get 10 block? Oh, because you get hit for 10 somehow? Check for 5 there. Oh, and we have the Ogre's Toe. Right, that is the AoE. Right. And then 22. Guess I defend my way up front. Could have used the other guy. Hit you for a bit. Swap back. Teamwork. And then Phalanx to actually do a tiny bit of damage. Now this turtle is going to be tough to kill and it's going to take a long while. Well, Blade Dance is going to help. Wish I had some crit. I'm actually already wishing I had the crit thing. So, of course you hit the 1 cost card. Why wouldn't you? Hit you for 25. It's not like I'm missing energy or anything, so it's kind of fine. And then I breathe at thee, and then I Blade Dance. Nice. Boss down. Did crack the 1 hour mark, but only barely. Not that, it's just a psychological thing. We're gonna grab treasure. A treasure. Sky. Oh, that's a very strong one. +1 reveal radius on the Sky Towers. The Amai Candelabra. Ogre Cleaver is also very good for our deck. It's a lot of bleed. So it's relatively late to get the Candelabra because we only get 2 more Sky Towers. It's still good. But maybe I want the card that makes us beat the final boss. Yeah, let's go with the Ogre Cleaver. Put it on our friend Sorocco, who's doing all the damaging anyway. Beautiful. Ah, dang. The reason I say dang is that would have been a nice card to put in the card that we just put the smaller ruby into. 22. We could go for another level. Because I don't actually mind having Flatten in my deck. I kind of do mind having Think Twice. And Rock Out is very slow. It's very slow. I think I'm just going to take the ruby. I almost always take the game. It's very rare that I think, ooh, this is worth taking 3 cards for. Let's continue. And the Ancient Lands of Tavaran, Chapter 3, is going to be next time. Thank you so much for watching. As always, please do let me know in the comment section what you think of this, of this campaign in general, of me playing this game, of the way I played this game. If you have hints, tips, tricks, questions, all kind of things, then, you know, comment section, go. And of course, a like wouldn't be unappreciated, and a subscription is always a useful tool. So consider those. Thank you so much for watching, and see you folks next time.